Introduction. I guess I don't know where to start. The usual thing is my name is E, and this is how my story began. I have 2 cats, a dog, a white picket fence, and an insatiable thirst for anything but the ordinary. Or maybe I grew up in a trailer park and was molested when I was 12 by some drunken asshole who had nothing better to do. I could be a single mom with a deadbeat boyfriend who only takes a break from beating me when he is high on heroin. I could be a sex addict who, after losing all self-control, decided to make some money out of it because I'd be out there doing it anyway. A junkie, doing whatever it takes for her next fix. A bored housewife that moonlights in the industry because her husband doesn't pay enough attention to her. Maybe I'm a woman who needs to pay off her husband's gambling debts before the cars get repossessed and the mortgage falls into foreclosure. Married, single, newly divorced, widowed, kids, no kids, rich, poor, homeless, young, old. Honestly, I could be any combination of the stories above because, like the clients we serve, we came from all walks of life in all shapes and sizes. There was no one-size-fits-all reason for being a sex worker. We all had our reasons, and not all of them were tragic or even interesting. The only common theme I ever saw in all my years as an escort was that we all needed money and didn't have a better way to get it. We each owned our unique broken piece of the American dream and were doing our best to simply get by. We paid our taxes, living month to month like most other Americans, and were one financial hardship or unexpected medical expense away from becoming destitute. We were, and are, incredibly and overwhelmingly average. But most important of all, and the part that society likes to gloss over the most, were we were all people, just like you. Of course, there were differences. Certainly a normal Tuesday night for you may not consist of stripping nude in a hotel room with a stranger you never met, and I imagine your business expenses didn't consist of fishnet stockings and lipstick. Still, with all things considered, I'm not so different from the man walking down the street with a briefcase, rushing off to get to a meeting on time. Anything done professionally becomes a banal task before long, and the adult entertainment industry was no exception. Just like flipping burgers or teaching a classroom of rambunctious kindergartners, it was work, but unlike the latter, it offered a rare glimpse into the raw underbelly of society. For me, being an escort exposed me to a wealth of experiences I would have normally never been a part of, and I saw a darker side of human nature that few ever get a chance to see. It was gritty and sometimes sad, but it also always held the potential for lighthearted moments of unexpected joy. Each day, and each client for that matter, was a unique opportunity to peek into a window of the most vulnerable, intimate thoughts of a person possessed. I was personally privy to the feelings and desires that most people will never share with another living soul and will likely take to their graves. I was both a person and a ghost to my clients, a nobody with no real name or consequence. Because of this, few had problems sharing their secrets and whispering about the desires lingering deep within the far corners of their minds. The media tells us that sex workers are a certain kind of people. I see on television hookers being murdered by a deranged serial killer, and the fact of the life lost is handled as nothing more than an afterthought needed to advance the story of a criminal drama. No care or consideration was given to the woman who was murdered. In our society, I learned quickly that a sex worker's life is considered less than worthless. Who cares if another prostitute lies dead in the gutter? She is human trash, after all, and worst of the worst. Women who sell their bodies are viewed as scum, living at the lowest rung of the social ladder as outsiders. No one I worked with wanted to openly admit that they worked as an escort to anyone outside of the industry because of the shame and the humiliation it carried. Many of us had already been disowned by our families and subsequently treated as if we were already dead. We were forced to live secret, double lives in order to support ourselves and our families. Many of us had small children at home, and many more had boyfriends and husbands. We were hated by housewives and shunned by the same men who paid top dollar for our services. We were viewed as disgusting, disease-riddled drug addicts or selfish gold diggers too lazy to get real jobs. Yet despite being considered the wretches of society and denounced by all, there was a never-ending sea of clientele eager for our services time and time again. I've also seen the media tell a tale of glamour and fast, easy money. Beautiful women living lavish lifestyles full of admiration while being showered constantly with expensive presents. Women who spent their time sipping cocktails on tropical islands with young, attractive men who were kind, loving, and also great in bed.
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.